working from home, so I kind of have more flexibility for like what I need to look like for work. So first, I'm gonna take my ratchet little braid out. I also recently dyed my hair, as you might not be able to tell. My hair was black before and now it's like this like orangey color. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I don't know. It doesn't look horrible in certain lighting, but in certain other lighting, it looks like orange. I've been trying to like put it in a more protective style at night just because of bleaching my hair and just wanting to protect it more. And I also got a silk pillowcase from my husband Dominic, and it's a game changer. First, I'm gonna brush out my hair because it's just messy. I've also been oiling my hair at night, or just like before I go to bed, and like I try not to wash my hair every day, so sometimes I'll like massage my scalp and oil it too, and then leave it in, and then I put my like silk sleeping cap on my head, and it's been working out really, really great. Okay, so the first thing I use is a cleansing pad. It's not even a cleansing pad actually, it's a calming pad, and I recently changed my routine where I was washing my face in the morning, and I stopped washing my face like I guess a couple of months ago, and I've started using these pads, and I have really liked the way that they make my skin feel afterwards. I feel like washing my face was causing a lot of dryness, and I don't know, just like unnecessary washing when I wash it really good the night before. Usually I double cleanse, and so this kind of helps get rid of any dirt that was on my skin from sleeping or anything like that, like leftover, anything that I missed from last night. These have been really nice. It's the COSRX green calming pad, and it has Camellia sinensis. So it's super calming. I really love it. And I got this from TJ Maxx, so and I'll put one on my right cheek, and then I'll put one on my left cheek. And I like using them as an alternative to washing my face. In a way, it's doing the same thing where I'm just like washing away like the impurities, but I don't know. I just find that I like it better, and it's also kind of more refreshing because they're really calming, so really love them. So I'll just let them sit on my face for a little bit. Just wipe them away, starting at my eye. I even get my eyebrow, and I just like wipe gently, kind of like in the same direction as you would with a gua sha. And then I just put it right back on there, and I do the exact same thing to the other side. I don't know if you can see, but I had a huge cyst, and it's still like healing. It's going right here. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but I get like 3 cysts right like on top of each other, and it forms like a mega cyst. It's crazy, but luckily it was like down here, so not too in your face. And then so I also take the pads and I rub the back of my neck, just because I feel like I get a lot of grime back there just from, and that sounds gross, but when I sleep and stuff, I just feel, because I sleep on my back, I just think that my neck kind of gets a lot of the dirtiness from the pillowcase, even though I wash it regularly. It's normal and it happens to people, so I just kind of wipe it back there, just make sure it's clean. The next thing I use is the Ordinary Alpha Arbutin. I don't know. So I use this product after I do a gentle cleanse of my face, and it's really good for helping with hyperpigmentation, except I don't know, it's mixed with hyaluronic acid, which is why I like it, but I don't know if I really necessarily have seen it help with my dark spots. I just kind of use it because that's what it's supposed to do. And I really like the Ordinary products because they're affordable, unlike some skincare brands. For gentle cleanse, which I use the pads, and then I go in with the serum, which is super lightweight, and I just kind of like press it into my skin. And something that I've learned, pro tip, not really pro, but something I've learned is it's really important to do the lightest to the thickest, because a lot of times your skin needs time to absorb, and so when you put the thickest product first on your skin is going to absorb all that first, and then it won't have much other room, I guess, to absorb the products later. If I'm doing my makeup, I'll use niacinamide, and it's also from the Ordinary. It's super affordable. I think it's $9 or something. Yeah, I think that's really great because you don't have to use much of this. You only use a few dots of this, and it really helps keep your sebum production from going crazy throughout the day. So definitely use this product if I'm going to be wearing makeup or something that day. So yeah, the next product I'm going to go in is with the Roche-Posay Lipikar AP Plus Triple Repair Moisturizing Cream. It's for your body and your face, and I really like La Roche-Posay. I've been using this brand now for probably almost a year. It's dermatologist tested, which I also really like about this brand, and it's fragrance free. It includes shea butter and ceramide 3. It's just all around, I feel like, a good brand, and specifically that's what's in this product, but I trust it. And it's honestly, like, before when I would look at this brand, I was like, oh man, like, it's more expensive than other ones, other drugstore brands like CeraVe for instance. But nowadays, if you look on the shelves, the prices are pretty much the same. And also, this is a huge bottle. It's 400 milliliters, and it's like $22, and it's lasted me forever. I've had this again for like almost a year, and I have barely gone, like, I'm probably like this much. There's probably like this much left in it. Highly recommend this product. I'm trying to get the product up the thing, up the tube. I've been unscrewing it and just like putting it on my face here. And because it's so rich in like hydrating, I don't really need that much. I just put it on my cheeks here, and I just kind of tap that in as well. But it's super important for me to make sure that each product has time to go into the skin, because when it doesn't have enough time to absorb into the skin, I find that the products kind of don't mix well together, and it causes like pilling on my skin, which is super annoying. If you've ever had to deal with it, it's super annoying when you wear makeup on top of your skincare then, because then your makeup starts pilling, and it's honestly the worst thing ever. It's the worst thing ever because it looks like your skin is peeling off, and that's not fun. Sometimes I just use my hands to let it air dry out a little bit more. Once I'm done with that, I will take either one of these two sunscreens. One is from Beauty of Joseon. It's the Relief Sun Aqua Fresh Rice plus B5 SPF 50 plus PA++++. Or I'll take my COSRX Vitamin E Vitalizing Sunscreen. It's also an SPF plus. They're both chemical sunscreens, and I like them for different reasons. So the COSRX one is a lot more moisturizing. It makes my skin feel like it has like a dewy finish after I put it on, and it's really good for my like non-makeup days, and just when I want my skin to feel super hydrated even after wearing sunscreen. So I do like this one, but there are some days where I don't want that dewy finish, and I just want it to have like more of my own skin finish, just like semi-matte. But yeah, I really like this one. This is actually a newer version of their original I guess, which is just it's like all white packaging. This one has like the blue at the bottom. I personally haven't tried the original version, but I like this one because supposedly in comparison to the original version, this one is a little bit lighter weight, and so it just feels like it just feels better on the skin because it's lighter. And I really like that about sunscreens, when I feel like I'm not wearing sunscreen, because I hate wearing sunscreen. Oftentimes, like, my skin gets so oily from sunscreens, but this one does not make me feel like that. So I am actually going to use COSRX Vitamin E one, just because I'm not going to be wearing any makeup today. So I will be putting this one on, and I just put it directly onto my face like this. Okay. So as you can see, it starts off very white, concerning at first, but as you blend it in, it just becomes clear. Really like that about it. I've tried so many sunscreens. I've been wearing sunscreen probably since I was in later middle school. So I've been trying a bunch of different sunscreens, and let me tell you, it's rough out here in the United States where there's not really good options for chemical sunscreens for your face, because a lot of times you'll see at drugstores just mineral sunscreens, which for me does not work because it leaves a really bad white cast on my face, and I don't want to walk around with a white face, and that's really embarrassing. As you can see, it leaves a super glowy finish. Glowy as in my skin literally looks like it's wet right now. And I go over my eyelids and my eyebrows, rubbed in. I don't forget my ears. And I'll go down my neck again. And so after a couple minutes, probably like 15-ish minutes, my skin will fully absorb the sunscreen, and so it'll be less shiny and much more manageable. So if I did want to put on makeup afterwards, it would be fine. And this sunscreen is good for then a more dewy look if I want to do that for makeup. Definitely good for the winter time when my skin is more on the dry side. And for reference, I have combination to oily skin. So when I wake up in the morning, like if I were to put a tissue on my face, the tissue would be like oily because I tend to have more oily spots in my T-zone. That is the end of my video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I'm going to try to be posting once every 2 weeks or once every week if I can. But let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for me or whatnot. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!